Right now it's 6, warm weather and low humidity. A perfect day to get outside, but if you have to go to Cambridge, we have a warning about traffic. And just days after a devastating and deadly fire ravaged an assisted living facility in Fall River, signs of hope as the community comes together. Plus, as trash piles up in numerous communities, we have an update on the negotiations to get those trucks rolling yet again as NBC 10 Boston Weekend Today continues now. Hey there, friends. Happy Saturday. Brand new weekend here on NBC 10 Boston. I'm Lauren Melendez, and we have the best news for you because as you head out the door or start to make your weekend plans, you have a great forecast on deck. If this is anything to give you somewhat of a foreshadow, this is it. That sun already creeping up. Pamela Gardner is here with me to talk about the low humidity. Pamela, we finally get a break from all of what we dealt with this week. Those just muggy temperatures. You stepped outside, it would just kind of slap you. now we get to ease back into a nice set of days.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It really was. It was hard to breathe too. I don't know. Those who suffer from asthma, those have underdeveloped respiratory issues, infants, for example. I mean, with my little kids, it was tough to breathe outside. So no longer dealing with that humidity. It is nice and dry. The dew points are low, although they do increase late today. It's a great Saturday. This is the pick of the weekend. Get out and enjoy it. Sunday, we have storms to deal with. Next week, it's cool and dry to start, while temperatures this morning are really cool. Keene, you're down to 48 degrees, 53 in Bedford. A bit of a shock to the system. 60 degrees across Nantucket, and dew points are running in the 40s and 50s. And we do not have any fog development because the air mass is so incredibly dry. Next 12 hours, we're going to be in the 80s. So here's the breakdown. 5 p.m., about 83 degrees. A few fair weather clouds. Highs today soaring in the mid-80s for all. The exception, the Cape Islands, where you have a southeast wind. So coming up in the forecast, I'll have more in the storm timing for Sunday. See you in just a few.
All right, Pamela, thanks for starting us off. New this morning, an update to a situation unfolding last night. This was in Wayland. Police say a homeowner called after he was robbed and assaulted. They say that owner heard a noise in his backyard. He went to investigate. That's when he found 2 men in dark clothing. The homeowner added that those men demanded all of his money. They did, again, assault him and then just took off through the front door. So if you know anything about this case, you are urged to call police. Also in Lawrence, a child is recovering after a very close call in the water. Police and fire called to a home on Berkeley Street for a kid who fell into a pool. Well, they were able to take that kid, eventually help them get to Boston Children's Hospital, by helicopter for further care. Officials say that child is in stable condition, and we have reached out for an update. Now, we're anticipating a very busy day in Cambridge today. There's a building demolition, concerts, even some protests planned throughout the day. So we're going to bring you a live look in the area. What you're looking at is Riverview condos along the Charles River. This building was deemed a public safety threat last month. So everyone living in that 80-unit property, they were already told to move. This was last year because of problems with the building's concrete. Our Brianna Borghi, however, is in the area bringing us a closer look at all of the traffic impacts you'll want to keep in mind before you travel through the city.
Hour.
Thank you so much, Pamela. Still to come, a former Mass State Police investigator's work during Karen Reed's trial is now being called into question, and other cases tied to him. We'll tell you what to expect. And leaping lizards. This 5-foot giant lizard is missing. We'll talk all about that, too, on the other side of this break. Now at 6:30, a traffic alert for people heading into Cambridge this weekend. What areas are closed off or packed with tons of people ahead of a busy stretch for that area? And a new twist in the controversy surrounding former Mass State Police Trooper Michael Proctor, why lawyers say his involvement in other cases is now impacting their progress. Plus, scientists looking at the impacts of hail in the first study of its kind in almost 50 years. NBC 10 Boston Weekend Today continues now. Good Saturday morning, friends, and thank you so much for waking up bright and early. This may be the day you trade in the hot coffee for an iced coffee. New England, yes, we know. I'm Lauren Melendez. My co-anchor Jeff has the day off, but we are going to show you a beautiful skyline. The city of Boston is doing what we love about it, right? We're just showing you that gorgeous sun. For once, we don't have to worry about any rain or humidity. But the good news lies with meteorologist Pamela Gardner. So you take it away, P. It's the day. I know it is pretty cool, Pamela. What can folks expect out here?
Oh, a beautiful day for anything you have planned. It's all a go At the beaches, the high tide occurring right now. So this afternoon, there's plenty of space to spread out your setup along the beaches. West Danish, 79 degrees, Nauset, 78, wave heights 1 to 3 feet, and a very high UV index. South Shore, North Shore, towards the New Hampshire seacoast. We're also in the upper 70s and low 80s. No sea breeze expected to develop throughout the day, and the humidity stays very low. Temperatures right now in the 60s to 50s, and it's a true 75 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning in Boston. Noontime 77. We go up from there with some thin fair weather clouds, and we're 80 degrees across Falmouth, Nantucket 77, Chatham in the 70s as well. Sunday, we'll be dodging a few raindrops, especially early in the morning, as well as another round of some severe weather later in the evening, like 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., more like 10 o'clock around Cape Cod and the islands by that point in time. Afterwards, we cool things down, less humid again, and a dry spell for much of next week.
Oh, I almost want you not to say it too loud because then we'll jinx it.
I know.
Careful,
easy.
Don't say anything. I know.
Enjoy today.
Yes, exactly. And like you mentioned, pick of the week. We're watching for some severe weather tomorrow, but it's still a fluid situation.
Exactly. We'll keep on top of it.
That means they should download our free NBC's in Boston app and check the weather alerts.
Great.
That's how you stay on top of things, folks. Pamela's got you covered. We've got you covered. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning.